Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Build That House with me. My name's Jim. This is episode 122, and I'm just cleaning up this heap of offcuts from the last 3 years from the construction. It is just a terribly ugly mess in the backyard here. So it's time to deal with it. I've already got one load out of here, and another one or two loads of this, and it'll be cleaned up. Then I want to pressure wash this area. Just kind of a little semblance of tidiness, which I'm generally a pretty tidy guy. It's just that I'm so busy. I'm also selling my boat of 20 years, the Soon. I sparked it up the other day with my nephew. He's good at mechanics, and we got that happening. And I'm very pleased about that. So this is going on Facebook Marketplace. And I have come to the conclusion that despite the fact that I live in a marine area, that I'm not going to go boating if I ever have any spare time. I have enough to do. And I think I'd rather do other activities than boat if I did ever get any extra time. So that's going. The kids' play thing, I don't know. It should come down. Cedar, the value of cedar has gone through the roof in the last 5 years. A 4x6 piece of cedar like this, you'd be surprised how much it would go for. You know, I could do some type of finishing work maybe in the new house if I took this bad boy down, but we'll see. Maybe I'll have some grandchildren in the next couple decades or something, and it will be handy to have then too. I don't know. Should it come down? Tell me if you think it should come down in the comments. Something I built about 10 years ago. Kids didn't use it as much as I'd hoped they would when I originally built it, but I'm always a little bit behind in the family requirements, and like this house is a little bit too late too for the kids. Nonetheless, I do the best I can. So boat's going. Might take that down, cleaning up this stuff, gonna pressure wash. It's a beautiful day here. Welcome to another episode. I'll get back to the exciting hold down action soon enough, although it's not exciting. I don't want to bore you like I did the Typar. All right, here we go, episode 122. All right, so as I'm loading all this stuff up, I come across pieces like this. I know exactly what that's from. When I was doing the footing for the house, there was a big rock right in the footing's path, and I just couldn't dig it out. So I notched the 2x10 material so that it would go around the rock, and that was a long time ago, man. It just basically kind of tells you how much work this project has been. I never in my wildest dreams, I knew it was going to be a lot of work, obviously, but I'm not even half done, and I'm going on year 4 on July 13th. It's just everything is so insanely labor intensive, especially the way they want you to build houses these days. It's just incredible what you have to do to appease the municipal inspector and everything. So would have been nice to have been a builder 50, 60, 70 years ago, because everything is beefed up. Doesn't matter if it's the water line, the amperage of your electrical panel, just every possible thing is beefed up. And it takes longer, and it's a lot more work, and definitely more expensive. Anyway, just thought I'd add that. Sometimes I find little pieces that remind me of what I was doing at the time. It was a while ago, let me tell you. Oh, it's a million times better now. Man, those crows are loud. Well, I just sold the Soon to a couple nice young kids that are working at a local pub here on the coast. And I think they're from Australia. and they're loving the summer British Columbia lifestyle. So now they got a boat, and I'm happy to see such an excited couple get it. They're very enthusiastic about getting out there. You know, you guys know what I'm doing. So just wanted to give you a closer look at these Ready Rod links that I've been buying and using for this. They're 7/8 of an inch thick, and they're 10 feet long. Absolutely insanely heavy. Not inexpensive either, which I might have said earlier. I won't say how much, but a disappointment. Anyway, that's what you have to do when you're building a building that has concrete floors, multiple level concrete floors, I guess. You'd think that the concrete would just hold everything in place quite nicely, wouldn't you? I don't know. I almost hope that we get a big earthquake after going through all this work. No, I'm just joking. But it does seem a little bit kind of like redundant if it doesn't happen. Here's a pretty tight space that I'm working in the mechanical room here. And as you can see, I've got like a 8-inch pocket there for the Hilti drill. And it's pretty tight, but I'm having some success with this new bit. So this is the largest hole that you could drill with a Hilti drill this size. This is a 40-year-old Hilti drill, so I'm super happy with the way it's performing. And don't worry, it's sitting there like that isn't going to hurt it. This thing has been a workhorse on this house. And I mean, literally, this twisted and bent, but the machine didn't get damaged when the drill didn't get damaged when that happened. So just goes to show you how well built they are, or at least were 40 years ago in the 80s. I'm just letting it cool off. I'll clean up around here a little bit. I don't like stuff all over everything. I'll vacuum it up. This is a bit crazy. One's going here, top and bottom. One's here, just the top. One's here, can't see it because of the stuff. One's here. These are all 5/8, quite easy. Another one here, number 4 or 5. Another one there. There's another big 7/8 one, top and bottom. 7/8, top and bottom, top and bottom. Just the top, 7/8, 7/8, top and bottom. There's another one, just bottom. One in here in the dark, top and bottom. That's why it's taking so long. Okay, I'm working upstairs here, and just show you one more time of what it's like to have to deal with lining up your 2x6s. They want triple cripples, so they want at least 3 of these for the big HDU 8s. In this case, I have to build it out so that it lines up with the bottom. Just the way it is. It's a lot more wood, and then notching every one to go around the additional blocking, as they would call it. And that's an engineering structural thing too, so the building doesn't twist. Only in certain areas, but nevertheless you can see here that I've used old material that was used for the foundation and the form material. So that's kind of interesting. When I look at stuff like this, I think, man, it's neat that I was able to reuse it like most people would. I don't know. Nevertheless, back to this. So I've got to put another one on, or at least here. I can show you what the deal is here. So there's your mount. Well, the hole's got to line up with my hole. So in this case, I likely have to put an additional 2x6 in there. So there's going to be 5 cripples, which makes this an awkward space to insulate, because now it's not 16 anymore. So it's just this tremendous amount of work required to install these. It's build it out, build them down below, ba-da-da-da. So instead of buying a $100 box of pneumatic nails, which it's faster, although you can't get in tight areas with the big nail gun, I buy these 3-inch zincs, which are far thicker, and just nail them in my hand. Because I think it'll be less than $90 in nails to do this part. These are far better. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. That's what it's like. All right, so in order to make sure that the HDU8s align with each other from the top to bottom, I'm having to kind of remove 3/4 of an inch of this 2x6. The way I did that was, whoops, sorry about my finger there. The way I did that was make a bunch of relief cuts. Chip this away. Everybody might have a different approach to this, but this is just kind of fast and easy. That gets rid of most of the material. Like so. So you see what I'm doing? I am just dadoing this out. You could take it on the table saw and you could cut again, but my table saw doesn't reach all the way, so there would be a piece like this. I guess if you cut here and cut with the table saw on the side, and then like you'd still have a rounded part of the table saw here. So this way I just now I'll show you what I do next. It's kind of a thing that I've never seen before, but I do it. Okay. So nobody ever really taught me. I know you can't see me, but it's the camera, right? Nobody ever really taught me this technique. But, and you know, I'm sure some people say it's terrible for the saw blade or it's terrible for the dangerous or whatever, but I don't know. This works for me. It's a bit weird. Good enough. It's good enough for me. And I wouldn't have even had the dado blade on the table saw if I was doing it another way. So, I don't know, a little gym trick for you. It's a little compressor. It should be bigger. So I need to let it charge up a little bit.